Hi all, this video is specifically in response to a question that Chrissy put on the attorney fee Facebook group on how to raise her prices. She's having trouble having people pay even $50 an hour, and she wants to raise her price. Here's what I'm going to tell you, Chrissy, and you're not going to like it. The problem is you. Unless you value your services, nobody else is going to. So you're going to have to really have a talk with yourself about what you are bringing to the table. And you're going to have to increase your prices significantly. No more $50 an hour. That's ridiculous. There are going to be people who are never going to want to pay you. You could be charging them $10 an hour and they're still not going to want to pay you, and they're still going to be the biggest pains in the ass clients that you will ever have. It's much easier to just raise your rates. You should be at $250 an hour. You're in DC. Raise your rate, even though you're brand new. And then work your rear end off for those clients. It's going to be very scary at the beginning because there might be a lag time where people aren't calling you and aren't hiring you. That's okay. Just hang tight. They will come. But when you are lowballing yourself, that's not sustainable. You cannot, it's not. You cannot run a practice with $50 an hour, $100 an hour, $150. And in DC, holy cow, it's not sustainable. And you are telling everybody that your services are worth $50 an hour, and they're not. The first concrete step that I would take is to make sure that you are charging for an initial appointment with you, and it absolutely should be no less than $250, $300 an hour. First of all, you're being conflicted out. Your time is valuable. You're actually giving legal advice in your consultation. You need to charge for that. Second, it will immediately signal to everyone who calls in that you are not cheap, that your services are valuable, and if they don't want to pay for them, they're not going to proceed. And you don't want those people. You don't want to be wasting your time with those people who don't see the value in the services that you're bringing. Now, if you have someone who comes in who you really want to work with, who is going to value what you're doing for them, and they legitimately can't afford that, then when you have the financial freedom because you've been charging enough for your other clients to charge less for this particular client, go ahead and do that. But you can't afford to do that unless you're charging sufficiently for normal clients. So that would be my first tip, not knowing anything about your particular facts. Make sure that you are charging enough for the first consultation. That is signaling everybody that your service is valuable and you will be paid for that. Second, make sure that you are billing regularly, that you're not discounting your time. I obviously would argue for flat fees. That's going to eliminate a lot of your issues. So I would obviously tell you to read the book, take the course, start from there. But if you choose to continue to use hourly fees, make sure you're not discounting those fees. Make sure you're keeping track of your time contemporaneously, sending those statements out on the same day every month, and being on top of people to pay you. That's based on the little bit of knowledge I have from your question. That's what I have for you. But the main thing is that if you don't value what you're bringing, nobody else is going to. So it's not a matter of toughening up. It's going to be uncomfortable, but you just have to say, this is my price, and then be quiet. You're not negotiating against yourself. You're not giving discounts, even to friends or family. You just have to do it. So I hope that helps. Again, I'm available if you want to talk further about it and give me more details. But you're going to have to look in the mirror and make some choices that you are absolutely going to charge what you're worth. Period. So good luck to you. I hope this helps answer your question a little bit. Take care.